Hi guys, Brenda Kimberly from Coldwell Banker here, and welcome back to the Art of Renting in Today's Market. I've changed things up this week. I've been experiencing a lot of lagging issues being live. Everybody's home, everybody's on the internet. So I've done a pre-recorded version of my talk, and I will be live right after to discuss any questions that you have for me. Tonight on the Art of Renting, I'm going to discuss your rights as a tenant. And before you even move into the home, you have rights as a potential tenant. The landlord that is interviewing you cannot discriminate against you based on your race, your place of origin, your religion, your sex, your age, your sexual orientation, your marital status, your family status, or any disabilities that you may have. So those are your rights as a potential tenant. Once you move into the home and become a tenant, you have some pretty important rights. And some of those rights include your right to have a safe home. Your home must be safe and in good repair. And this is true even if you knew about problems before agreeing to rent the home. My next point is not necessarily a right or an obligation, it's more of a good to have as a tenant, and that is tenant insurance. As I said, it's not an obligation, but in the event of an accident, even one that you didn't cause, having tenant insurance is going to help protect you and is going to help cover any costs related to damages. As a tenant, you have the right to vital services. And what I mean by vital services is you have the right to have heat, hot and cold water, electricity, and fuel, such as natural gas. Your landlord cannot shut off these services, even if you haven't paid your rent. Your landlord, however, can shut them off for a short period of time to make repairs. I'd like to touch base on the heat aspect. Your landlord must provide heat to your home between September 1st and June 15th. Some cities have a heat standard, so you're going to want to make sure that you check with your municipality and find out if there is a minimum heat standard for the community that you're living in. As a tenant, you have the right to privacy. Your landlord can only enter your home for certain reasons. So a couple of examples would be if the landlord needed to make repairs, your landlord is going to provide you notice that they're entering your home to do these repairs. Another situation may be you decided that you weren't going to renew your term and now the landlord needs to find new tenants. So the landlord is going to enter your home to show the property and again will provide you with notice on that. And another situation that the landlord is going to come into your home is if it's in an emergency situation. As a tenant, you have the right to be protected from unlawful eviction. So we all know that you can be evicted for certain reasons, the most popular one being you haven't paid your rent. Another reason to evict you is maybe the landlord has a family member that they want to give the space to. If your landlord tries to evict you, you do have the right to have a hearing at the landlord and tenant board. And the last right that I'm going to discuss tonight is your right for documentation. You have the right to have a written copy of your tenancy agreement. You have the right to have a written notice of your landlord's legal name and address, and you have the right to have rent receipts. So that covers some of your rights as a tenant. I hope you found tonight's topic to be useful, maybe a little insightful. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out. You can call me or text me 905-626-1999. Always shoot me an email at brenda-kimberly@coldwellbanker.ca. Don't forget to follow and like me on social media. I am on Facebook at Brenda Kimberly Realtor Coldwell Banker and on Instagram at brendakimberly.realtor. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next week with a new topic.